Everyone, good morning to all of you. Fast Track Mason here with the Fast Track Storm Center. Hope you guys are off to a great start this morning. Welcome to Fast Track Morning Weather. Hard to believe it is Tuesday, July 21st already. So we have a lot to talk about this morning on the morning show. So as soon as I get my tablet up here, we'll jump right in. In the meantime, though, as you can see here on live Fast Track Max Doppler radar, as we scan the skies this morning, you can see we are watching a band of heavy rain and an embedded thunderstorm up here near Mercer and Auglaize County. And in fact, I'll go ahead and zoom in up there and we'll take a look at that storm because that one is pretty strong. So we'll go ahead and zoom on in. And this is going to be continuing to move. See here, where does it move to? Looks like it's moving to the east, so it's going to be moving into parts of. It's going to be continuing to move into Auglaize and could put portions of Shelby, and it's currently impacting parts of northern Darke County as well. No warning with this storm right now, but that could change as if this storm gets stronger, really. And we'll actually go ahead and we'll take a look at some of the features within the storm. We'll see if there's any hail with the storm right here. As we look at the hail tracker, and doesn't look like we got any hail. It doesn't look like we got any indications of hail, which is good. I'll go ahead and turn the velocity on just to see if whether or not we have any strong winds. And there could be some strong winds on the backside right here, around near Jay County, Indiana, around the Portland. So if you have friends that live out there, they're probably feeling this right now, and also to northern Randolph County. So probably some 50s and possibly some 60s out there. In fact, I'll go ahead and we'll do what's called a pixel query, which is where we can sample the winds. Hard to do it from my tablet, so I'll have to do it manually from my computer. There we go. We've got 56 inbound, 50, 51. So some pretty strong winds with the storm. And also right here, we'll watch this area very carefully. And this is an area of broad rotation right here. This is to the east of Coldwater and right near Montezuma, so right here. So we'll have to watch this area very carefully to see if whether or not that turns into anything. Right now, like I said, no warning with the storm, but it's very strong, so we'll have to watch it. But yeah, you can see we have an area of broad rotation. That's where we have the reds right here, the reds and the greens. The reds indicate winds moving away from the radar, which is down in Wilmington. So the reds are moving away from the radar, and you have the greens moving towards the radar. So when you get those together, that's where you can see some of that rotation trying to develop within the storm, and there is a torcon for the Miami Valley. Okay, so we'll watch that over the next several hours, all right, to see if it turns into anything. As far as current temperatures go, you see as we pull those up, we are on the mild side this morning. You can see we are in the 70s already this morning. You can see 73 down in Wilmington, 72 in Butler County and Hamilton, 73 in Miamisburg, 73 also in Vandalia, 73 in Darke County, 72 in Auglaize, and also 73 in Logan County. So as you get towards the north, really. And these will continue to climb throughout the day. And one thing I do want to mention is that the atmosphere is extremely unstable, so there's going to be no chance of it recovering today, okay? So we are going to be basically watching for showers and thunderstorms all day today, okay? As far as, I'll go ahead and we'll put switching over to the tropics now. I'll take you out from the viewing area and we'll head down south because there was an update with the storm that I was telling you guys about yesterday. This tropical storm right here in the Gulf of America. You can see here it has gained a lot of strength, and it actually has another name. It actually has a new name, and it is Bertha. Bertha is how it's spelled. So that is the name of the storm right here. You see, it is gathering its strength to make its way off towards the north and west. So it's going to be going through basically the New Orleans area and all the way into the Houston area. As I told you guys about yesterday, there has been a little bit of change. There has been a little bit of a change within the track. Okay, so I will go ahead and stop the satellite, and we'll switch over to the tropical tracker. Okay, and also one thing I want to mention. Look at this. 998 millibars. That is the central pressure in the storm. Remember, like I was telling you guys about yesterday, that indicates how strong the storm is, okay? So if the numbers keep going up, that means the storm is weakening. If the numbers start to go down like they were, so yesterday we were in thousands. This time we were at 998 millibars with a storm. That means the storm has gained significant strength, okay? Just since yesterday, the storm has gained significant strength. All right, you can see the maximum winds around 51 miles per hour, and the motion speed is 2 miles per hour, and the direction is northwest. Okay, so as it moves from the Gulf of America, it will move on to shore. It will make landfall. Looks like in the New Orleans area, or just south of downtown New Orleans. But it'll make its way through the New Orleans area, and then on over towards the Houston, Galveston Bay area, where it will die out. Okay, so I'll watch this as well. So, but yeah, this storm, like I said, this storm's not expected to turn into a hurricane. I don't think there's enough energy there for it to do that. But it's going to stay as a tropical storm, and then once it reaches to here, from the southern coast of Louisiana all the way to the Houston, Galveston Bay area, it looks like it's going to start turning into it looks like that's when it's going to start turning into a tropical depression, okay? So I'll watch this as well and let you guys know. Coming back home, however, if I can get my severe weather outlook tracker to work, right here. So coming back home, you can see here that everything is basically the same the way that the Storm Prediction Center left it, okay? I'm trying to zoom out here. There it is. You can see the Storm Prediction Center has left it all the same. So we are still looking at the slight risk all the way through the heart of the Miami Valley, with the northwestern part of Mercer County in that marginal risk. And then down here is still where we're looking at the biggest threat for eastern southeastern Clinton County and far southeastern Warren County as well. So that's why there's a level 3 enhanced risk right here. So watch this through the morning until I have to go work. And that is another thing. If warnings pop up, I more than likely will not be able to cover them because I will be at work. Okay? So, in that case, you guys will not be getting alerts from me, okay? On live and also through the Facebook page itself, okay? Because I will be at work. I don't get off work till 4, okay? I'm sorry. I'm working a job at the same time while I do this until this takes off, okay? So, I would say tune to WHIO Channel 7 for in the meantime until I come home, okay? But yeah, back to this. You can see we are watching that. So this is our severe weather threat for today. Taking a look at the Torcon tracker. You can see a lot of the Miami Valley has a Torcon of 2, that is a low, whereas Clinton and Warren counties, and even far southeastern Butler County, just that southeastern edge of Butler County, has a Torcon of 5. So that means there's a little bit more energy down here for tornadoes. So it's a little bit more favorable, a little more unstable down here. So better conditions down that way, okay, for tornadoes. So there's a lot more shear, basically, down that way. So take a look at the hail threat. You can see it's divided into two. So 5 throughout the Miami Valley for hail, and then down here towards the Dayton Metro and points southeast, a hail threat of 15, and then finally the winds right here, still staying the same, really, with the highest being down here towards Clinton County, a 45 on the wind threat. That means there's a very good chance of winds, and of course there is a good chance throughout the rest of the Miami Valley that we could see damaging winds. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll time this out, and I'll time this out for you on FutureCast. Okay, so keep in mind that this time code right here that says model, that's the future time. So pay attention to that one. This right here is the current time, okay? So, as I back this up to now 7 a.m., you see that by 8, 9, 10 o'clock, we're looking at those to move in, those showers to move in. Of course, they're already moving through the Miami Valley, through Mercer County right now. By 11 o'clock, that's when we could start to see it get really strong. And by noontime, by lunchtime, that's when we could start to see these storms overspread into the Miami Valley. So this is looking like it's the great. This looks to be the greatest threat, the greatest time for these storms to start really getting their act together and start firing off. Okay, as we head towards 1, 2 o'clock, you see those storms pushing their way southeast. And by 2 o'clock, we're going to be looking at those storms moving through the Dayton metro area. All right. And as we head towards 3 o'clock, you can see they start to exit the viewing area, and then by 4 o'clock, that batch will be out of the area, and also by 5 o'clock, and then by then that'll push south, and then all we will be left with is plain old rain showers, leftover rain showers. Okay. So how much rainfall does that mean for us? How much rainfall does that leave for us? Okay? So, well, let's see. So as we look at 11, 12 o'clock, you see by then, we'll take a couple queries of the rainfall, okay? We're looking anywhere from 0.3 to like around an inch in Mercer County just by lunchtime, all right? As we get towards 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, that's when we will see the heaviest of them. Okay, so we could be looking at a good 1 to 2 inches of rain from parts of Logan County all the way into eastern Shelby County, and also down here from Wayne County all the way stretching through Preble, Montgomery, and into Greene County, looking at a good 0.7 to almost an inch in some spots down here. And even through northern Darke County, rainfall could start to pick up very fast. And as we head towards 3, 4 o'clock, we'll start to see the rainfall increase even more. So by 4 o'clock, down here in Clinton and Warren counties is where we could be looking at a good 1 to 2 inches as well. All right? So, looks like damaging winds, flooding, hail, and isolated tornadoes is going to be our biggest threats, okay? So let's go over to graphics, and I'll show you guys the forecast, all right? Let's see here. Let me switch it first. There we go. So you can see here today and tonight's forecast, all right? So today it's going to be cloudy this morning, then a few showers possible this afternoon, thunderstorms rather. I know it says few showers, but really thunderstorms. Temperatures near 84 today, so that's our target high. Tonight we'll be seeing some clouds with temperatures dipping down into the 50s, so near 57 tonight. That's our target low. And then your fast track 7-day forecast looks like this. So today, like I said, we're going to have showers. It's going to be cloudy this morning with showers around and thunderstorms as well. Wednesday, tomorrow, we're looking at mostly sunny skies, so a few clouds around with a high of 72 and a low of 57. Thursday, Also mostly sunny with a high of 75 and a low of 52. So temperatures are going to feel pretty good tomorrow and Thursday. Friday, mostly cloudy skies with a high of 76 and a low of 55. Saturday, looking amazing. Gonna be quite warm that day. Mostly sunny with a high of 80 and a low of 59. So temperatures will be starting out in the 50s these next few days. And then Sunday, partly cloudy with a high of 85 and a low of 65. And also Monday, partly cloudy with a high of 85 and a low of 66. All right. So we'll be seeing these temperatures like staying mild to a little bit warm, but not anything scorching like what we saw at the beginning of the month, okay? Be sure to follow me on Facebook and YouTube. They're both the same, the Fast Track Storm Center on Facebook and YouTube, and then also on Instagram at Fast Track Storm Center, alright? So that is Fast Track Morning Weather. I hope you guys have a great Tuesday. Remember, keep it here to the Fast Track Storm Center for any updates I may have for you guys, okay, as we head throughout the morning and into the rest of the day, really. And also, for those of you that live up in the Mercer County, I'll give you guys one last look at the radar. You see those storms trucking right along, really. They have spread now into parts of Auglaize, Shelby, and even stretching down down parts of Darke County from Rossburg all the way down to just north of New Madison right now. So if you live on the north side of New Madison towards the Hollinsburg area, that is right around the Hollinsburg, Palestine area, right around the Hollinsburg area, zooming in on the area. If you live right now near Hollinsburg, from Hollinsburg to Palestine, you're getting hammered with a little shower right now. This will head towards Wayne Lakes. This could scoot by on the northern side of New Madison, okay? So for those of you that live on the north side of town of New Madison, you're going to be dealing with rain, okay? So, but yeah, you guys have a great day. I'll keep an eye on live Fast Track Max Doppler radar as we head throughout the morning until I have to go to work. In the meantime, if I have any alerts to pass along to you guys, I will certainly be back on to pass them along to you, okay? For now, though, you guys take care and stay safe today. And use caution while driving on the roads, alright? As we could see flooding, okay? Bye-bye. Take care. Bye-bye. I'll see you guys next time, alright?